Hey, welcome aboard. You ever feel like you have all these big ideas and dreams just kind of floating around in your head? Well, today we're going to talk about a super simple but really powerful tool designed to grab those ambitions and turn them into actual achievements. Let's dive in. So, let's start with the big one. Maybe the biggest one of all. What do you want to do? I mean, it's a huge question, right? It can feel kind of overwhelming with a million different paths to choose from. If you're not even sure where to begin, trust me, you are definitely not alone. But don't you worry, because there's a really simple tool that can help you navigate all this. It's called the challenge list, and you can think of it as your own personal map for the journey ahead. Okay, so what exactly is a challenge list? Well, it's pretty much what it sounds like. It's a written list of all the things you want to do. And this can be anything from small everyday goals to your absolute biggest, wildest dreams. The real magic here is turning those fuzzy thoughts into concrete steps you can actually act on. You know, the best way to get started is to think small. Start with achievable things you can begin right now. For instance, you might write down make many friends, or become a regular club member, or even something simple like learn 3 new English words each day. These small wins, they build up some serious momentum. Now, you might be wondering, why bother writing it down? Can't I just keep it all in my head? And that is a fantastic question, because the answer is really the secret to making this whole thing work. Just look at the difference here. When an idea is just a thought floating around in your head, it's kind of vague, right? It's easy to forget. But the moment you write it down, it becomes more vivid, more tangible, more real. That's the first step to turning a simple idea into an action. Let's make this real with a quick example. Imagine you've had this thought buzzing around in your head for a while. Man, I'd really love to learn how to play the guitar. So, the first thing you do is write play the guitar on your challenge list. And suddenly, the path starts to become clearer. You can break it down. You can start by learning the basic chords. Then you can make a plan to save up and buy a guitar. And before you know it, you might even be setting a new, bigger goal, like performing on stage at a school festival. And the result? Get this. Just 6 months after writing down that one simple goal, the person in this example was actually up on stage, performing. That's the power of this process. It turns a fleeting thought into a real achievement. So, this obviously works for something like learning an instrument. But what about those huge, life-changing goals, the ones that feel as big and impossible as, say, climbing Mount Everest? Well, speaking of Everest, this was the actual goal on one student's challenge list. I want to climb Mount Everest. Not a metaphor, the real thing. I mean, talk about an intimidating ambition. And here's the part that'll really get you. The student who set this goal was just 17 years old. So how on earth did she tackle something so monumental? By using the exact same strategy. She broke it down into lots and lots of smaller, manageable challenges. Each one was just another step towards that ultimate goal. Every small victory built momentum. So she worked on those smaller goals consistently, and just 2 years after writing down what probably seemed like an impossible dream, she reached the summit of Mount Everest. It's just such a powerful testament to this idea that no dream is too big if you're willing to break it down into steps you can actually take. This story is so inspiring, right? And the best part is that you can apply this same process to your own life starting right now. So let's break down how to create your very own challenge list. Okay, first, just ask yourself, what do I want to do? Think about now and think about the future. No goal is too big or too small. Second, write it all down. And this is important. Truly believe you can achieve it. This isn't just a list, it's a commitment to yourself. Third, take little steps toward your goals every single day. Consistency is so much more important than intensity. And finally, enjoy the journey. This is your adventure after all. And with that, there's really only one thing left to say. Bon voyage. It's time to start your own incredible journey with your challenge list as your guide. And that brings us to the most important question of all, the one that's going to kick off this whole journey for you. What's the very first thing you're going to write on your list?